Alright, the next performer that we have coming to the stage is going to be doing comedy. And a little bit about him is that he is colorblind. So I don't know what the fuck he's doing here. Because, like, why? I guess as long as you know what a football is, you'll be able to get what he's doing. So please welcome to the stage, Josh Stulen.
Hey, Mel.
Fuck took my sugar.
Let's begin the interview.
Well, one second. My publicist wrote me something. I think so.
Okay, so to start, what do you think is God's plan for you?
Being a good role model for kids through football. You're not a chaplain or a priest or working in a ministry, but you are making a difference in people's lives.
And how do you feel about the publicity you have received?
For me, it's not a big deal. It helps me work harder. It's not always the easiest thing to be the center of so much spilled ink. You read growing things and it doesn't feel deserved. You read things that are critical and it cuts you to the throat.
How did you feel about your coach responding to you? Attaboy, great job, you finished. I love you.
Well, that was great. That was great. How much greater will it feel, though, when we get up to heaven and Jesus takes off his headset, opens up his arms, gives us a big hug, and says, "Attaboy, great job, you finished, I love you."
Saving yourself for marriage?
I'm not insecure about who I am. I just haven't been swept off my feet yet. Wait, are you religious?
Sure.
Alright.
How have you managed to resist the temptation?
It's about meeting the right girls. Quality people, developing relationships with private people. Marriage should encourage you what to believe. It should make you a better person. Finding this right is an exciting search for me.
Would you marry outside your faith?
You never know. It's attractive when a girl has faith. It's a big thing for me.
How do you feel the story about your mother's choice not to abort you affected your ability to talk about abortion?
Well, hey now. A little rude. I guess it's given us a platform to share with others a variety of spiritual applications, including the faithfulness to God. God has a plan for me. It's a lot of my story, being given a chance. Life is sacred, though.
What would you do if you were put in a similar situation, where you had to choose between the life of your wife and the life of your child?
Isn't that a little bit off topic? That would be really difficult. God, I thought you were going to help me. I'm trying to do the right thing. I didn't know the right thing to do. He wasn't showing me, but leading me.
Would you have the same beliefs had you been brought up in another faith?
Good question. My parents had a big impact on my life. They were a great example for me.
What has been the hardest moment in your life?
Faith-wise?
Sure.
The trips. Every time I go to the Philippines to visit the orphanage, I haven't wanted to come back. I want to stay with the orphans. I felt like that's my place. That's what I want to do. I have a heart for third world countries and the orphans.
Is it Christian to want to beat somebody, to want someone else to lose?
It is part of God's plan, he says. I play to honor God. But it is all. It's all about winning and losing. I'm very competitive. You can't play to win and still have high character, integrity. You treat others the way you want to be treated. I take the platform I have been given, treating it as a ministry.
Do you pray to win in the locker room before every game?
I've done that many times.
What if the other team is praying in their locker room too?
It's part of God's plan. I pray that God will give me the opportunity to encourage someone. I pray that if I win, I will be humble. And that if I lose, to be able to give it to Him. My teammates are really supportive of my faith. They are surrounding me. Many of my teammates are of the same faith. I just try to live it and be who I am.
Would you ever think of running for office?
Maybe. Who knows? Down the road. Right now, though, I'm focused on my ministry. For bringing faith, hope, and love to all those in need of a brighter day. This is what I feel called to do. Around football and after football. The most important thing in my life right now is football. My faith and my foundation.
The interview is over. I look forward to interviewing you again in 10 years to see who you have become.
You have a blessed day.
Give it up for Josh, everybody.